Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to week 9 of the Bachelorette recap. As always, it's your boy, Dave Neal, stand-up comedian, host of the SAP podcast, and we're bringing it to you right now. No cuts, no edits, me, you, and my notes that I wrote down here. Week 9, here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to do a 2-on-1 date discussion, and then we're going to talk about the lie detector date, and then is JoJo auditioning for the show? And then I'm going to talk to you about my revenue report and all the extremely generous donations you guys have left me. So let's get right into it. Nice and quick, 2-on-1 date. We pick up where we left off. Bennett and Noah start right off with Tayshia accusing Bennett of, she goes, you realize you're essentially questioning my integrity, right? Whenever a woman puts essentially into what she's about to say, she's paraphrasing and flipping it around. As, you know, you realize you're essentially questioning my core being. He's like, I don't think so at all. Every guy has heard this form of a statement before. You're essentially questioning me, you know that, right? Just your words being twisted like a Chinese kid's legs at gymnastics camp. It's like, honey, they're 9 years old. Can we not make them do the splits? The mental splits. Tayshia said to Bennett, you don't have the right to tell someone else that I will not end up with them. And she's right. He doesn't have the right to do that. But in like normal society, that's him just talking trash to another guy. You know what I mean? He didn't like say it to her. You know, he's like, he's not like controlling her. He's just like, you're not going to get with her. You're too young. And then Tayshia says by telling Noah he doesn't have a shot with Tayshia that he is questioning her integrity. I want to know how Tayshia can leap so far in those heels. She's very athletic. Guys like this talk all the time like that. And look, I'm not saying it's right, but it's just guys are talking trash to each other. Oh, you don't have a shot with her, bro. Oh, man, she's going to go after me. I don't know. Maybe not. But, you know, Bennett's, 50% older than Noah. He's just going to come at him. Again, I'm not defending Bennett. He's got some issues on his own. Nothing turns Tayshia off like Bennett explaining the 4 competencies of emotional intelligence. She doesn't want her emotions mansplained. She's drier than the Palm Springs La Quinta Resort at this point. The way Tayshia looked at Bennett reminded me of one of my favorite songs by Zac Brown called Goodbye in Her Eyes. Have you heard this song? It's amazing. It's basically that look that every guy knows when a girl gives it to you, it's over. You can just tell. That's how I felt the way Tayshia looked at Bennett. My favorite lyrics. I saw goodbye in her eyes. I don't think I can change it. There's no way to disguise. We will never make it. And that's just the way I felt. Boy, and it's a powerful song too, because every guy's been there where you're like, boy, there ain't nothing I can do or say to change your mind, is there? And it's that crux, right? Where when you're in love with someone and you know they're not reciprocating it, any extra effort you put into changing their mind is just going to push them off even more. That's one of those things. You just got to let that sailboat ride off into the sunset. Noah's response, he said, I don't think people should get talked about like they're less than. Noah gets emotional. He's adorable. What can you say? Noah's an adorable guy. He's a cute little teddy bear button guy, and he starts to cry because he's like, I don't think that you should talk to me like I'm not, but it's true. It's like they're on different levels of intelligence, which is funny because that's what's working against Bennett, right? Is that he actually is like a really smart guy, but like you can't, he didn't have enough emotional intelligence to realize that when you're in the dogfight, you can't coach the other dogs on how to act. It's every man for himself. You're just a bunch of idiots, falling off the Titanic, fighting for a life raft. All right? That's literally what it is. Am I a genius in saying that or not? Again, if I get any downvotes, I just assume you were like overcome with laughter and joy and you just kind of like got dizzy and hit the wrong button. So go for it. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, folks. Come on, let's get up to 10,000. What do you say? I've never seen a 2-on-1 date that seemed like such a close race. Normally, it's like Chad's going to get sent home. Olivia's going to get left on a barge and nowhere. But this one, I was like, I went into this 2-on-1 date thinking, no way Bennett stays. And then halfway through the date, I'm like, Bennett's pulling this off. And then I don't know what to think. And I just like to write my notes as they happen because, I like to let you know what I'm thinking. So yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to get sent home or not. And then she does send Bennett home. And then now at this point, as soon as she sent Bennett home, I'm convinced she's also sending Noah home. I'm like, she's got way too many guys in the house already. She needs to clear out shop. Send them both home. Send them packing. She's got a lot of dead weight to throw off the ship. It's like when a pirate ship gets stuck in a bad storm in the Caribbean. It's got to start throwing its doubloons into the ocean. You like a good pirate ship reference, folks? Oh, man. Noah pounds some Tic Tacs. He's ready for the tonsil hockey. Every guy knows that feeling when you're like, oh, I'm about to get some. I'm more of a Banaka guy myself at the school dance. If you don't know what Banaka is, I mean, go to a gas station and find, ask for their mint section. It's basically a breath mint in an aerosol can. Dumb and Dumber? Right. No, okay. That's a weird sound. That's the sound Tayshia's going to make in the fantasy suite. All right, folks, come on. Easy does it. Easy's gone. I figured Noah would get sent home. That'd be a weird Uber pool ride home from the desert, right? Just them sitting in the backseat with their masks on. Riley tells Tayshia. So anyway, she didn't send him home. She ended up not sending him home. And, she walks in and sees Noah with that grin, that I'm about to get some grin. Every guy knows that grin. That's like, oh, yeah, it's the same grin you have when you walk into a candy shop. You go, oh, I got a sweet tooth tonight. I'm going to be going down on some of those peppermint sticks, if you know what I mean. Her peppermint stick. Hoo-ha's, candy cane. Riley tells Tayshia it's their 1 week anniversary of being boyfriend, girlfriend. Look, women love when you can remember trivial dates. They love when you can remember the random little things. Oh, he was thinking of me. Oh my gosh. Here's the deal, Riley. It gets a lot more complicated the longer you're in a relationship. You got a lot of dates to remember. The first date, the first kiss, the first procreation, the first HJ behind a mall. There's a lot of things you got to remember. And then after 6 years, she's like, do you remember what day it is? And you're like, President's Day? And she's like, it's our anniversary. And you're like, which one? The first, okay, we don't need to get too personal. That's why every guy should propose on this anniversary of your first date. They should all be lined up on the same date. And if if you're in doubt, just always do it on the 15th of the month, just halfway through the month. Okay, cocktail party. Tayshia makes out with every single guy that didn't eat Tic Tacs. This is a bad look for Tic Tacs. If you're the corporate guy at Tic Tac, you want a guy to eat the Tic Tac and then immediately get some. You know what I mean? You want, like, that's that Old Spice, Axe body spray sort of confidence that you want. Anyway, question for you guys: is JoJo here as an audition? I feel like JoJo's auditioning, and I know you're gonna say, well, Chris Harrison had to go to his son's graduation. Yeah, of course, but it was a perfect time to bring in some new talent and see how they did. And let me tell you something. I'm tough on everyone. I think JoJo knocked it out of the park. She's great. She was endearing. She's warm. Because what they say, warmth and competence are the most important things to win people over. You got to have warmth. You got to have competence. And with women, you got to be. I hate to say it, but in society, they say women need extra warmth because of the way that they're rudely judged by others. Again, not me saying it. This is the psychology. But she's got the competence. She's been there. She's been in their position, and she's got the warmth. She's adorable. And she's got a lot of warmth, a lot of things keeping her warm. Let me tell you, okay? I'd like to nestle up by that Yule log. All right, folks, what are we doing? By the way, I had the greatest idea. I'm only going to share this with you guys. Don't rip this off. Let me know if I should make this video for Vlogmas. I'm making Vlogmas, a vlog video every day of December. Go check them out. Only 5% of you guys have actually watched them, and I understand YouTube's sending you to my Bachelor recap content, but there's a link. There's a playlist. Go watch them. I'm flying the drone through my window. I'm hitting palm trees. I'm shopping for Trader Joe's, peppermint schnapps, the whole 9 yards. But I'm thinking, you ever go to YouTube and watch the fireplace scene and it's like an hour of just like crackling fireplace? Well, I'm thinking, imagine if there's two silhouettes of people having a conversation and it's a crackling fireplace and it's like an hour long conversation that's really messed up and it's kind of just like a telenovela. I'm thinking that would be really funny to make and then just put it online, and then if people find a fireplace, they put the fireplace on, and then it's like some guy talking about some like heist he's about to go on. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Does that make any sense? It will when I make it. Anyway, we do the rose ceremony. Tayshia's down to the 7 dwarfs. I don't mean that because they're short. It's just, 7. Lucky 7, she's at 7 and she has hometowns next week. It's like, yeah, but you got to make some decisions. You know what I mean? And I feel bad for her, of course, as a replacement from Claire. What are you going to do? JoJo tells the 7 that next week is hometown week. Ben gets the one-on-one date. Noah gives him knuckles. This is what I love about guys. Imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if it was The Bachelor and Vanessa got a one-on-one date. Do you think Jessica would give her knuckles? No, knuckles is the guy thing. You know what I mean? Because look, you're a dude on The Bachelorette. It's complicated. You're in a fraternity of guys. You got to root your boy on. You're like, yeah, go get it, pound it out. But at the same time, he's your enemy. You're like, go get it, but not too close. He's like, go get it, but socially distance. Go get it, but you might have something in your teeth, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't want you to succeed. You know, it's like very two-sided. Because there's nothing better than rooting your guy on when it comes to him, you know, potentially getting some nookie. Nothing better in the world than that happening. That's what I missed the most in my 20s is going out and then passing out on my buddy's couch and the next morning being like, did ya? You know, just trying to live vicariously through others. It's really sad, actually. I love it. Zach breaks down thinking about Tayshia meeting his family. I love when guys cry in front of others. Look, let's normalize it. Guys get emotional. He's with people that he loves. Zach's a heavy dude. He might have baggage, but honestly, I think what comes with the baggage is life experience and depth, sincerity, and grace. Grace is not something we talk about too much ever, especially on these recaps, because there isn't much grace when it's just a bunch of dudes knuckling each other. Knuckles, go pound it out. Fantasy's weird, knuckles. But Zach's got grace. He's fallen, and he's gotten back up, and he's lived another day to talk about it. And while you might not want someone's baggage, while you might not want an addict, while you might not want to deal with someone else's problems, it feels like he's come so far that he's able to carry himself in a way that has such greater appreciation for the life he came from. Does this make sense? Let me know what you think. Whereas, no offense to Noah, but it's like you haven't dealt with the things that it looks like Zach has dealt with. And everyone's got their own story. We all share it differently, so who knows? Again, second announcement, check out the Vlogmas. Like I said, it's not getting as many views as the Bachelor recaps, but I promise you the production quality is through the roof. I mean, through the roof. I did a full stunt scene down by the LA River. I went to Trader Joe's, bought up all their holiday food. We bought the tree. We decorated it. I got a hot glue gun, folks. I got hot glue gun energy. I know my rights. You can't take that glue gun away from me. You're going to have to pry it from my cold, dead hands. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the link. JoJo shows up because ideally, and like you guys have gotten me from no subscribers to 7,000 plus. You tripled my, you gave me 350% of an upswing this summer. You tripled my subscribers. You guys have been amazing. You've been my sole source of income since the pandemic happened. Since that unemployment ran out, baby, I'm living off of ad revenue, and it ain't much, but it's honest and it's getting me through. So I appreciate and thank you guys for that. That's my grace for you guys. I do appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. I can't believe someone was like, oh, you know, you treat your commenters with so much more respect than other YouTubers. It's like, I'm a stand-up comedian. I know what it's like to perform to an empty room. I appreciate you guys. The problem with the vlogs is that YouTube has yet to push my vlogs to other people. Like, even if you're subscribed to me, chances are you're not watching them. So go do the research, find the playlist. It's right there. It's a link in the description, and watch a couple vlogs. Reteach YouTube the algorithm. Appreciate you guys. JoJo shows up on a bird scooter. This has to be fun. Wouldn't mind shaking a tail feather. Know what I mean? She's riding down the sidewalk. Too bad there's no potholes. You know what I'm talking about? They're going a fun scavenger hunt. Not much to say about the scavenger hunt. They beat a couple piñatas. They swim in a public fountain. Have they disinfected this fountain? God knows what's in there. Just bums, you know, using it as a bidet. Look, a fountain is just a bum bidet. That's all it is. So next time you throw a quarter in there, just know you're whatever. Enjoy. Make a wish. Yeah, no syphilis. That's my wish. Your wish will come true. The dinner date, they have an evening dance listening to Adam Hamrick. Oh my gosh, how did they get Adam Hamrick? I'm kidding. Who are you? I appreciate you. I respect your talent. No offense, Adam. But would somebody explain to me why they haven't brought back my brother from another mother, Ryan Neal, or Trevor, or any of the contestants from Listen to Your Heart? I know they brought back the other two. I know they brought back, what's their face? And they were great. I know. But look, these are all talented people that you put on your Bachelor franchise. Bring them back and have them play some love music for these people. They should be having concerts every night. Bring them back, strum a little bit, fly them out there. You heard it here first, folks. Leave a comment if you didn't watch Listen to Your Heart. They better bring that show back. What an idiotic move that they're not. And I get it. Adam Hamrick probably has a deal with his record label that's related to ABC. But homegrown, baby. I thought we were going to have Listen to Your Heart, and that was going to be the minor league system for bringing up new musicians in the franchise. Diversify. Call me. Let's go. All right, group date. JoJo's at the lie detector test. Boy, there's something that's lying in that blouse. Jesus Christ. It's always the things I don't write that I'm just like, why did I say that? Keeping it. She would love it. If JoJo watched these recaps, she would love the way I flaunt over her ho-hos. Tits the season. To be jolly. Felice, how does it go again? Felice Navidad. Felice something bod. Felice great bod? I forget what I said. Wow, leave a comment. I'm letting you guys down. All right, she's wearing a Pepto-Bismol flight suit. That's nice. I'd like to take off sure, okay. If I were on the date, I'd be like, I'd be telling them, look, lie detectors are not admissible in court. And then I've remembered that Riley's out there and he's a lawyer. And of course, I've typed that. And then he goes, yeah, I wouldn't use this as a lawyer. This is BS. Lie detectors are BS. Teeth biting, forensic experts. It's all BS. Watch a documentary on Netflix. They got people locked away for life for faulty, well, he bit me in this canine. It's like, that's all BS. None of it makes sense. If you got it on camera, that's all you can do. All right, the computer has a heart rate screensaver. This seems legit. They just went to YouTube and typed in heart rate screensaver, and now I got to believe that he's cheating on his girlfriend because there's a green light they found at Party City. Would you get that in a deal when you brought Dale over? What's happening, folks? I don't believe the polygraph. Look, normally it's an expert reading charts, and now it's just a couple like lights flickering on, and I was like, look, I got a polygraph test. Look, I told the truth. Do you guys love my recaps? Ding, ding, ding. How are you watching my vlogs? No. All right, Brendan gets buzzed as a lie with wanting to meet Tayshia's parents. All right, I'd be like, look, guilty with explanation. Let me tell you why. Zach says he's cheated on someone. Okay, big spoiler there. By the way, I bet these guys would rather be doing nude dodgeball right about now. I bet you they'd rather be doing they'd rather be strapped to a green thong throwing balls at each other than strapped to this lie detector, I'll tell you that much. Zach shares his cheating story. He French kissed a chick at a Bowl-orama in 6th grade, knocking down her pins, metaphorically, maybe physically, fingering the ball, throwing it down the gutter, pun, blah, 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 dirty, dirty, dirty. Get cleaner, that's why you don't have more subscribers. Whatever. Live your truth. Be authentic. Genius is that Zach very genius of Zach to share his innocence, his innocent-ish story of cheating, because Zach could have cheated on 15 people. He could have ruined his marriage. He got a DUI while he was taking the bartender home, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying this happened, but that could have happened. And then he tells the story of a different time he cheated, and she's like, oh, that's so cute. No, look, I get it. It's probably accurate. No one likes a cheater. But also, if you're able to overcome your past, like Zach has, you should be able to overcome having cheated in the past. But of course, I say it's like I was talking to my fiance Tasha about this. It's one thing to live with someone who's overcome like their addiction, but it's another thing to live with someone who's overcome like reckless cheating, because it's like, have you filled that hole? I don't know, whatever. Riley addresses his name change after failing the lie detector. Look, Riley's my favorite human on the show. You take all the people combined, I don't like them as much as I like Riley. Will Riley end it with Tayshia? Probably not. Riley reminds me of my buddy Diggums. May he rest in peace. Passed away a couple years ago, too young of a stroke. He just seems like a good guy. He reminds me of my buddy because there's just some people you feel like you can. I bet you Riley, as a stranger, would give me the time of day if I needed help. He just seems like that guy. I could be wrong. I could be projecting. It's hard to know everyone, based on what they show us. But so far, he just seems like he's got so much to give. I'd love to see more of Riley on the franchise. I'd love for him to find happiness, whatever. Riley, you got a friend in me. You got a friend. Okay. Bennett, okay. Tayshia's heading home. She's ready to take her earrings off. She's taking her push-up. But no, she doesn't need a push-up. Tell you what. Support system. She needs a couple cranes over there. She got a construction site to keep those. Okay, so she's ready to go. She's taking her heels down. She opens the door, and then Bennett shows up. And by the way, I didn't mention this, but the way she dismissed Bennett I thought was really noble. I thought she did a really good job, and Bennett was really good, saying there's some really good guys in there. He left on a high note. He shows up back. I got to barrel through the end here. And then some people might say, the door hits her. She's like, what the hell? I love her expressions. Glenn Close couldn't give a better acting job. She was like, oh my gosh, like she totally meant it. People are going to say Bennett's toxic for not taking no for an answer, but this is totally producer driven. Bennett tells Tayshia he loves her. Tayshia responds with, I'm not going to lie, I'm speechless now. Tayshia wanted a guy to show up. Bennett showed up. I think he's got it. Bennett's smart by saying, look, I'm not expecting anything from you. It's okay. Can I hug you? They have a good moment. Bennett goes in for the kiss. He looks at her, then and she turns away. But hey, my boy went for it. I don't mind. I'd rather you strike out swinging than taking a ball. I tell you that much. She should have taken his balls. Anyway, guys, I want to get you out of here, but thank you so much for everyone who's commented on the vlogs, supported them, the watched, the long watch times. The vlogs, the Vlogmas has been more watch time than anything I've ever made. You guys are watching at an incredible amount. The people that are watching it, so I encourage you to give me a chance. Check it out. Give me a chance. They say in sales, you got to ask for the sale. Give me a chance. Watch the vlogs. Let me know what you guys think. Last week's episode of the recap was our worst so far. I know it's not you guys. It's just YouTube stopped showing my stuff to other people. 2,000 views, 1 new sub, and $31 in revenue. But thank you guys so much. I wanted to thank everyone who's donated. Some of you guys have been super generous. Again, I'm appreciative of any sort of donation, $1, whatever. But the donations that came in this week literally were amazing. Renee donated $25 for Vlogmas. Kelly donated another $40. So I think she donated $50 earlier so that's $90 from Kelly. Thank you so much. And then Renee donated another $20. You're too kind. Robin donated $40. Thank you guys so much. You don't have to do that. I appreciate it. If anyone else, link in the description if you guys want to donate. Jen Murphy is a Canadian viewer of the recap. She's sending me a package from Canada. It's arriving by 8 p.m. tonight. I'm going to go open that on the vlog, so subscribe to that. Oh, and big shout out to Susan. On Friday night, sent me a pepperoni pizza, had it delivered. She lives on the East Coast. She had it. She asked me what my favorite local pizza place is and sent me a pepperoni pizza. That's in one of the vlogs. Thank you guys so much. Did I cover everything? I appreciate you so much. Have a good one. The next live stream is Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we're going to be doing our 12 days of Christmas, 12 straight days of live streaming. It's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.